Hey guys, so today we're going to see how far we can get with a Dark Monkey Paragon Tower. In other words, a 555 monkey, 555 Dark Monkey. So, for this game, we're only going to use Dark Monkeys and of course Banana Farm so it can help speed things up. And I'm also going to allow villagers and elk buff so that we can get the maximum out of this Paragon Tower. So the reason I'm doing logs as usual is because like everyone else, logs is the longest map, and yeah, it's the easiest to test how the furthest we can go with such a challenge. Now I know Alchemist does damage. I will not be using the Alchemist for any damage dealing. I'll only be using him for elk buff once we get the Paragon, and of course the village as well. So don't worry about that. And the strategy here is we're going to spend most of our money getting a farm, so we might as well get a farm now. We're going to spend most of our early rounds farming as much as we can, and we try to be as conservative as we can in terms of spending money. So we're not going to spend as much money on the Dark Monkeys itself. And doing this video and the last one, I've learned quite a bit about Paragon Towers. So apparently the maximum you can get for Paragon levels is level 100. If you remember our last video, I said you can get Paragon degree 15. That's what's called degree, not level. Paragon degree 15. That was not true. The maximum you can get is level 100. And the way you upgrade Paragon is not based on how many Dark Monkeys you place, but it depends on two things. First, the total amount of pops that the Dark Monkeys did, and secondly, the total what was it? First one is the total number of pops, and the second one is let me check. Alright, I check it again. So first, as I said earlier, is the total number of pops that the Dark Monkeys did, and more importantly, is the total amount of money that you spend on Dark Monkeys. In other words, we have to spend as much money as we can just upgrading the Dark Monkeys, assuming we want to get the maximum Paragon degree. Now the problem is you can only get to degree 100 in co-op mode. Why? Because you need a lot of tier 5 towers. So you are only able to get up to Paragon degree 76 instead of 100 in single player, because you can only get one tier 5 tower for can only get one tier 5 tower per course path, which is a huge problem. And speaking of problems, I do not know why I sold my farm early. That was a mistake. I'm stupid, but it shouldn't have failed game. But anyways, as I was saying, it's going to be, we can only get up to Paragon degree 76, but for Dark Monkeys we can get up to Paragon degree 78 if you have the monkey knowledge, where you can get 2 crossbow masters at once. So that we should be able to get to Paragon degree 78, and that's about it. So we just farm a bit, just do some farming. We try not to spend so much money on Dark Monkeys, and yeah, given that we're playing on logs, I don't think we're going to fail anytime soon. So I'll talk to you again when I get the Paragon Monkey, or if anything comes up in between. Right, as you have no doubt saw, we have lost quite a bit of lives. Might have raided a little bit too hard, but we'll keep going. I'll probably get the crossbow master soon after I get a few more central markets, and then we should be set to go up to around 80, I guess. So let's just do it. Right, might have greeded a little bit too much. Let's pretend that never happened. Let's just continue. Let's pretend that none of this happened. So slight change of plans. Let me think about this. We are going to forego this upgrade and just go straight for the crossbow master. Kind of used to having heroes here that would make this a lot easier, but yeah, I don't have any heroes here for obvious reasons. Should be able to get a crossbow master soon. Nope. Yes, I have to sell this and still not enough. Oh. Is it? No, it's not enough. Well, let's just retry last round. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to be a bit stingy instead and get the Ultra Juggernauts instead. I mean, don't get me wrong, Ultra Juggernaut is still really good, but that way I don't have to spend, or rather sacrifice so much money and still get quite a lot of popping power. And because we're going for Ultra Jug, I'm going to use Enhanced Eyesight just for that sweet camo detection. And we should be good to go again up to around 80. Trust me, this defense is still pretty strong. I believe at this point we have more than enough farms, so I will just stop farming and I'll focus on getting the other tier 5 dark monkeys. You see how this goes. As you can see, that was relatively quick. I didn't spend really into a few rounds, and I didn't have to speed it up as you just saw. So yeah, okay, so here's what we'll do. We're going to wait until we purchase the Apex Plasma Master. Trust me, we have more than enough time. Okay, but first, like I said, if you want to get the maximum degree possible, you need to try to get as many possible dark monkeys as possible, which means only upgrading to Apex Plasma Master beyond round 100. And B, you need to spend as much money as possible on dark monkey upgrades. So after doing some very quick calculations, I can tell you that if we want to if we want to spend the most money possible on dark monkeys, we are going to have to purchase a lot of 240 dark monkeys, because it's just the fastest way. Sorry, not the fastest, but the only way we can spend as much money as possible. So enjoy me spamming dark monkeys for the rest of this game before we buy the Apex Plasma Master. Oh yeah, before I forget, we have to use the monkey knowledge where we can get one cross path, 2005 dark monkeys. Yep, So now we have 2 crossbow masters, and we should be good to go. We should be set for round 100, I believe. Yeah, I think so. We should be fine as long as we use our abilities at the right time. We should have absolutely no problem. So we'll just wait and see. If the ETs are a problem, I'll probably sell off some of the dark monkeys and probably get a village or something. Actually, you know what? I might as well get a village right now. Go and place it right here. And since I got more than enough cash, I'll relocate the second 025 that monkey here, and get the MIB, Call to Arms, Homeland Defense, and of course Juggernauts, because this what else I can get. So now we will start spamming that monkeys. So I've purchased almost every 240 dark monkeys possible, and I'm surprised I still have leftover cash. But anyway, as you can see, our defense is holding up very well, and I swear this was intentional, but it seems like we have just nice 100 other dark monkeys, SN024 dark monkeys, and we didn't even have to use the abilities at all. So yeah, I'm quite surprised by that. The badge should come out relatively soon, so to see how we do against that. And here is the bat. So far, haven't seen the single. Okay, first layer of damage done, and second layer is here. Third layer of damage should come soon, which is now, and after this it will be popped. 3, 2. Well, I mean one more layer. 1. And there we go. My counting was a bit off, but it popped, and that's all that really matters, isn't it? We popped the bat, and unfortunately, because this is the challenge editor, we do not get 100 rewards, which is usually a insta monkey. I mean, it's whatever is a tier 1 or 2 insta monkey, because we're playing on logs, so no one cares. Anyway, I'll just AFK for a while until we are starting to show signs of trouble. Looks like we're in trouble. Well then, that was clutch. But at the same time, I also know that we cannot upgrade to Paragon now, or else we probably will not get degree 76, degree 78 Start Monkey Paragon. So ideally, I want to wait until round 120 or so to upgrade it, because by then I think we will have accumulated enough pops to accumulated enough pops to get to Paragon degree 78. Problem is, at this point, no one knows what is the specifics for getting a Paragon degree 78. So for example, to get the max Sun God, you need to have 50k in sacrifices for each category, except in this case, because this is just released, no one knows how this works. So we're just going to experiment. I don't know how much I need to spend, or how many pops is needed, or what round to stop at to get Paragon degree 78. So we'll just try round and not forget to use our abilities as well. Yeah, I'll stop talking and I'll focus on spamming abilities when necessary. As you might have noticed, we lost quite a lot of lives, but thanks to our banana farms, we got more lives, and I hope we do not lose any more lives. God, I don't want to think about it. Well, we finally lost for the first time since round 100. No problem, let's just retry. I hope at least we still have a chance of beating this without and then let's just start. Hope we can still beat this. Probably not, but we'll spam the abilities right now. I don't know why I spam the abilities. I know that they have no effects on the DDTs. Okay, in this case, let's try upgrading the Paragon right now. Because let's just treat this as an experiment. We can upgrade the Paragon right now. We should have more than 2 million pops. So at least more than 2 million, probably close to 3 million now, I suppose. I do not know exactly how many pops all these towers have, but now is the time to upgrade to the Apex Plasma Master. See whether this works. Do we get Paragon degree 76? Yes or no? 57. Oh. Okay. So we need it to last a bit longer. Yikes. Okay. You know what? Next time we're doing this, I'm going to bring a Perma Spike at the end just so you can catch those DDTs. I know, because that is the only reason we lost. Oh god. But Paragon degree 57 is not too bad either. I mean, to be fair, we do not know how much the degree affects the power of the Paragon. Could be terrible, could be really good, no one knows. But at least now it's shredding DDTs really easily. Yeah, now it's time for us to buy a bit more buffs, and by that I mean the out buff. I am not too worried about this stealing pops, because in the grand scheme of things, it takes up like no pops compared to this. Also, I'm not entirely sure, but it doesn't seem like elk buff is affecting Paragon towers, which is fascinating in my opinion. Actually, as a matter of fact, does this even affect Paragon towers? No, it doesn't seem like the homeland defense is affecting Paragon towers, which is rather shocking. Let's slow this down and make this easier for us. We're going to try activating homeland defenses once more and see whether there really is an increase of speed. So let's try it one more time now. No, I do not think there was an increase of speed. So yeah, it turns out Paragon towers are not affected by homeland defense or elk buff. So I will get rid of the elk buff. Actually, you know what? I'm keeping the elk buff just in case it actually does affect the Paragon towers and I don't know it. Speaking of which, the bat came out this round. 2 bats actually. 3 bats. Since when were there 3 bats? I always thought there are 2. But never mind. We got rid of the bats rather easily. No problem at all. So we're just going to let this play out. I'm not going to bother selling the farms. Actually, yeah, I'm going to sell the farms because we don't need any more money for this challenge. In theory, I can sell the Paragon again, but and try to get a higher Paragon degree. But I also know it's not worth the efforts because it's going to be quite difficult without getting the proper anti-DDT defense, which is pretty much not impossible, but extremely difficult without the proper 500 tower or 005 tower. And given that we can only have 500 tower and 2 005 towers, certainly that's not enough for DDT damage, even if we have homeland defense. So I guess I'll just leave it at that, and yeah, we'll see what happens. I'll try not to use homeland defense and see when we die without using homeland defense. We should be able to get pretty far. But keep in mind, after round 140, all the Bloons that comes out are RNG, so it's going to be randomly generated. So after round 140, it's not going to be as accurate as we hope, as it could be. As in, we might not be able to get the highest round we could based purely on RNG. Either way, let's just try it out, see how far I can get without activating homeland defense. Okay, so as you have seen, we have just beaten round 140. First of all, that means that everything from here on out is RNG. If we die, I'm just going to blame that. Second of all, we've dealt with the first fortified bat in this game. Not too great, unfortunately, but still pretty decent job. So at this rate, I predict we're probably going to struggle at round 200, which, if I'm not wrong, is 2 fortified bats, and we'll probably die on round 210 with no chance of recovering. So let's just see. You know what, just thought of something. I'm going to leave this this tab open here so you can see the pop count increase while as the round progresses. As you can see now, a bit difficult to see, but we currently have 24 million pops from this Paragon alone. So yeah, I'll expect it to hit at least 100 million before its inevitable death. Speaking of which, seems like we're having a hard time against fortified DTs, which is honestly quite surprising. So we might fall short of our round 200 prediction, which I hope that's not the case. We'll see. Well, we died a lot earlier than expected, so I guess now is the time for us to use the homeland defense. As you have noticed, we have unfortunately died to DDTs, which is not something I have expected, and yeah, I'm just going to give a yikes on that. You know what? I should have kept banana farms, cause it would have given me extra health. Let's see, if I try to activate homeland defense earlier, would it actually help me beat the round? So right now, no, slightly earlier, then, cause let's try right now. Should at least beat the first wave of DDTs. How is it not? How do you beat the first wave that first time? This seems a bit strange, don't you think? Or now? Keep in mind the Paragon is targeting first, so okay, great. Second round. Okay, this is the one. This is the batch of DTs that's going to kill me, isn't it? No. Okay, great. We surprisingly we beat this one, and it's a good thing. So I guess we have to watch out and use homeland defenses as much as possible, which is quite sad. Didn't expect to use homeland defense prior to round 200, which means absolutely no chance for us to get to round 200 at this rate. So we'll see. And holy crap, that was... Are you telling me I have to activate homeland again? Okay, I don't have to, but that is really close. Okay, so basically the rule here on out is that if there's fortified DDTs, I have to activate homeland or I'm going to die, which I do not like. I don't want it at all, but unfortunately it's come down to this. Oh god, this is more annoying than not annoying, but disappointing is the right word. Quite disappointing, especially since I did expect to die so early, and holy crap, there's a lot of DDTs that came out quickly. And we're probably going to... No, we didn't die yet. We will die soon though. Yeah, I might have modified the rules slightly. If there's a bad that went past the 4th ban, I will activate homeland. Which, by the way, since homeland works, seems to confirm that the monkey village is indeed working on Paragon towers. Only question is whether Permanent actually works on Paragon towers. I think it works, but I don't see any of the permanent effects under the... You gotta be kidding me. As I was saying, I don't see any permanent effects under the Paragon tower, so I might have to wait for the professionals to come and investigate this. In the meantime, since I have to constantly spam homeland defenses in order to survive, which is again very disappointing. I wish it cannot do that, but it did. So spam homeland defense, here we come. I have no idea how well this is going to work out. This is quite worrying. We're going to die here. Yikes. Okay. bonus chance. Seems like I have to micro between strong and first. So first is to get rid of the 45 DDTs. We shouldn't die here, and we died. I'm going to give this another chance because I want to see whether we can actually beat the DDT or not. Sorry, not the DDT, the bat. So now we use Homeland again. Again, we activate it too late. Don't know why I'm activating it later than usual. Let's slow this down and activate now, and let's see what happens. And we beat it, and now I will change the targeting to strong such that it's going to focus on the DDT. Sorry, not DDT, why am I saying that? Oh no, I should change the first, then I change the strong. I change to first so that it can get rid of the DDTs, and again second homeland ability. There we go. So now most of the DPS should go to the bat. And unfortunately it seems like we still have a long way to go, which is just yikes. Let's see. I think now I can safely change back to first. Homeland defense. Please tell me we're going to beat this. Okay, we did. We beat it earlier, but we still died. Okay, so the strong first micro is indeed working, but it means we are going to have to think about this more carefully. Let's see. So I'm going to activate Homeland. The time I activate Homeland is going to be much later. So now I change to strong so they can target the bat. Second Homeland. The third Homeland I'll wait until the bat reaches somewhere like here. It's next to the Paragon Tower, if you can see my cursor. Ideally I want it to pop right before it goes out of range of the third band. And then the DTs can come out while the Homeland ability is still affecting the Paragon Tower. And we should be able to beat the bat. So now I'll change to first. I will activate Homeland soon. Like right now. There we go. And we still lost. Unfortunately, I do not think we can go any further. So we'll just call it around 160, which is pretty good, I must say. So what have we learned here? This Paragon Tower is very strong. It can go all the way to around 160. It went all the way to around 158 without the Homeland defense. And this thing's biggest weakness is DDTs, surprisingly, which yes, it is a surprise to me because I kind of thought that it would do well against DDTs. Turns out I was wrong, but anyway, still pretty good nonetheless. For a solo Paragon Tower, I still do not know whether Permabu actually affects the Paragon Tower. I do think that it does affect the Paragon Tower. And keep in mind, we only got to up to degree 57, Paragon degree 57. Maximum possible is Paragon degree 76 on single player and 100 on multiplayer. So, will I do a co-op for this? Probably not. Not because I don't have any friends who don't play this game. If I wanted to, I can always create an odd account and co-op with myself, but it's also not that interesting. It's going to be quite difficult to beat the DDTs without the Paragon Tower. So anything before 120, 140 is going to be quite a bit of a hassle. So I guess we'll just wait and see for how the Boomerang Paragon is going to do. I think it's going to fare a lot better than the Dark Monkey Paragon. So thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video where we're going to test out the Boomerang Paragon.